Good morning, it's Dr. Toker, your friendly neighborhood colorectal surgeon, and ignore the sound in the background. When I get to the office early, a couple times a month, I sit on a physical therapy chair. Why? Because I've had 2 children, I'm old, and every woman on the planet needs to strengthen their pelvic floor. Right? Kegels and core are what keep a woman healthy. That's not the point of today's lecture. Because I do spend once or twice a month just kind of sitting in this tiny little closet with nothing else to do. This is usually when I do my, rabbit hole kind of, I got nothing to do but internet and go down rabbit holes. And so this morning I'm reading through the news and I see a very interesting article from the Secretary of Health and Human Services, so RFK Jr. The FDA over the last 60 or 70 years has utilized something called generally recognized as safe to describe food additives that are in really tiny quantities that we don't really know if they are safe or not. Some of these things are actually considered toxic in high doses. But the FDA will say the amount that's in one serving of that product is not toxic, so that would be generally recognized as safe. The problem herein lies that many products have the exact same additive, and the cumulative effect of that over the course of a day, a week, a year, a lifetime, we don't know what it will do. Can be very, very damaging. Every morning, 22 years, every morning, instead of a cup of coffee, instead of an energy drink, I'd been drinking these little 5-hour energy shots. B vitamin. B vitamin's caffeine. What could be wrong with it? So here I am after all this calamity, and I start thinking to myself, I wonder what is really in that shot. So I scanned it with an app called the Yucca app, Y-U-K-A. And I do suggest you get this. It's very enlightening. And for something I thought had 2 ingredients in it, 5 errors came up, like toxic, holy cow, you shouldn't be consuming this type alerts came off of it. All in relation to something called phosphate. Is it possible that despite all of my efforts to eat a clean diet, because I'm still an American and I am still looking for convenience, I ain't got no time to be doing all this stuff myself. I want something that I can go, like I can grab and I can go. And I think I grabbed and go myself straight into an operation, right? And the scar is healed nice. Luke, I think you did a great job. But the possibility for complications for this kind of surgery are not zero. And I think like 90% of all of my patients, I tell them, your health is something you are doing to yourself, not on purpose, because you're unknowingly doing it to yourself. And here's a perfect example as someone who knows better. That was my one vice, and I held on to it. And it was just enough phosphate in that to add to some of the other modern conveniences of my life, which have phosphates in them. And in each and every one of these products, the word phosphate is in tiny print as the last ingredient. And in each and every one of these, the FDA considered it generally recognized as safe. And yet on the additive, at the end of the day, ruined my calcium levels, lowered my bone density, increased my phosphate, increased my parathyroid, and was a chronic source of stimulation to my parathyroid glands. Okay, don't be like me. That's the reason I'm sitting here during my physical therapy session. Don't be like me. You're gonna have to do it yourself. I'm sorry to tell you, I know it. I love modern life and conveniences. But honestly, until we can get the phosphates out of our food, then you're gonna have to do it yourself. Make your own biscuits, pancakes, cakes, cookies. Because I'm not talking about baking soda and baking powder It is these sodium phosphates, trisodium phosphate, disodium phosphates that are hurting us, and they are in friggin' everything that's in a packaged material. Oh, by the way, Signal is an app that's an encrypted messaging. It was probably the best way, I think, for us to get together, because not everybody wants to do social media. Social media will track you. People don't want their stuff out there in the ethos. They don't want to get banned for something that they say. Signal is one of these apps that encrypts everything, so you can have a private conversation, even one that may not be politically correct, as some of these topics will be. Right now, me being able to bash generally recognized as safe from the FDA is okay, because the head of human services, health and human services, is looking into that. That's because it's not okay. 4 years from now, if we have a different person in charge of that agency, this conversation may be banned, and everything I say about it now may get me in trouble. So anyway, we want to have these conversations in a safe environment so that you can ask the question. You have to be able to ask the question, is what I am doing good for me or bad for me? And we're learning as we go. So get a Signal app. You don't have to use it for any other purpose, but you have to have the app to join our community, and then you can ask me questions directly through that in a way that's not going to get you banned. And to my knowledge, the Signal app is available throughout the world. So, all right, everybody, I hope you're enjoying the program, and don't be like me when it comes to convenience. Be like what I envision myself being. In fact, this weekend, my entire closet is about to be emptied this weekend. The entire pantry is going. It all looks like Whole Foods with the gluten-free and the little organic stickers everywhere. It's all processed food, though. It's all got the phosphates. So I'm learning how to cook. I'm learning how to do things, and that's the mission we're on together as a team. And I'm going to post videos in regards to that as we go. All right, guys. Bye. We'll see you next time.